Del Graff is the Alberta Child and Youth Advocate in Alberta. He says there are too many kids in the system. 69% of youth receiving government services are Indigenous.
Well, one of the things that we're quite concerned about with Indigenous young people is the number of young people that are in the care of government. They're vastly overrepresented in Alberta, and we've addressed that through a number of reports, and are pushing government to develop a plan in concert with Indigenous leadership and communities to start to change that tide.
Last year, the office made 12 recommendations to the Alberta government to reduce the number of Indigenous youth attempting suicide. In Alberta, Indigenous people are 6 times more likely to die by suicide. One key recommendation is to work with First Nation communities to develop their own youth support system.
Certainly a mechanism to enable Indigenous communities in particular to be able to attend to the needs of their youth members through some version of a suicide prevention plan, one that's in the community, that's built by the community.
Graff says the provincial government is moving slowly towards implementing his recommendations.
From my point of view, they're not doing enough fast enough, but the fact that they are taking some action and they are putting a framework together that is really trying to address those needs that are in Indigenous communities is an important development, and it's one that we're quite pleased about.
The office worked with the Alberta government on the Child Protection and Accountability Act, which may be enacted next year. The hope is that the number of children needing intervention and the number of children attempting suicide will drop.
In my office, worked very hard to try to make it so that we can reduce the likelihood of trauma for young people that can lead to circumstances like them dying by suicide.
Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Edmonton.